Hello, Fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Well, last month, as you ended last month, and if you watch the video again for last month as well, it was very important. There was an eclipse in your sign, a lunar eclipse. Always a big deal, always significant, has to do with a major ending when it is a lunar eclipse, and a major understanding as well. So that is the energy with which you are coming into the month of May with. And so cherish that, hold it a while longer, because you are in the middle of some very important changes that are meant to bring greater stability and greater success into your life as well. So continue to walk that path. Cherish this time because it is leading you to become more you, to become a more fulfilled version of you, a more stable, more solid version of you than you knew before. Now, having said that, and having that characterize much of the beginning of the month, the energy does shift for you. And we're looking at right around the middle of the month, actually about a week in. You begin to shift focus towards someone else. Now, this usually has to do with love. It always has to do with another person. It has to do with having to negotiate, having to look another person face to face, usually in person, usually eye to eye, and having to state your case, having to lay yourself bare in some way, put your emotions on the table in some way, even though the approach may be very intellectual, and even though it may seem as if on the surface, because as a fabulous Scorpio, I think about this idea of, and I've heard it said and described with Scorpio as a well, a still well, where it looks very calm on the surface, but you don't know how deep that well actually goes and what lies within. And that is, to me, the perfect metaphor of what a Scorpio is capable of, where you can look a certain way, but inside a lot could be going on that may not be as evident on the surface. And so keep that strength that you have within you, because it does look like in many ways you're going to be asked to be not so dramatic, outwardly anyways, and not show so much emotion, but that doesn't mean that it isn't there. And so be honest with yourself about it, learn from it, because a huge part of what you're meant to do over the course of this life is to learn from some very powerful emotions and to feel things much more deeply than maybe other people might ever feel. And so trust that, continue to walk that. But again, this has to do with mainly love. It has to do with what I like to say, seeing yourself reflected in the eyes of another and understanding yourself differently as a result. Those of you who are in a relationship and are happy, it does look like there's set to be some sort of a new beginning, a new chapter that is set to start in the dynamic. And it is very necessary, and it is going to be very welcome as well. And it does seem like it is part of this whole understanding of where you're moving your entire life towards the future, towards a future that is stable, that is responsible, that is mature, a future that is real, that is not based on dreams or hopes or wishes, but that is tangible, that is reality. Those of you who are single, not currently in a dynamic, I think it's pretty clear you're going to be meeting somebody. There's a solar eclipse, a new moon eclipse is another way to put it. It is swimming very close to Mercury, a planet of really fast developments, communications. I think it's quite evident that there is going to be somebody new, that it's fun, that there's lightness to this as well. And more than that, it does look like, as I said, really important conversations and interactions are taking place. And so it is really important to you to feel that this person is on the same page with you. And the thing is that they are. And that's going to be really very welcome as well. The universe really wants you to learn about yourself through love, through partnership, through interaction, through honesty, and through having those very honest exchanges that can sometimes, as I said, leave you feeling vulnerable, but do reveal the truth. And it is the truth that you want. It is an honest interaction, an honest connection that you want right now and you want for your life. It does open up to you, and it does make itself available to you. Accept the love that comes, accept the love on offer, and you'll find that it is a lot more meaningful than you initially thought it could be.